Greetings, fellow humans, and I'm actually going left-handed with this mug, which is going to be a challenge. I wanted to do something with the left hand apart from my left-hand thoughts, which I do on Instagram. And see, I can get it in the corner of the shield. This is actually another Top 5 Wednesday. And this one comes from April 12th. It is books that would make good video games. I actually have several, and I have my top 5. Then I have three honorable mentions. So the number 1, these aren't in order. I never do it in order. I might do that eventually, but then I'll go like, oh, that one should have been 2 instead of 3. It's bullshit. Okay, first one, the borrowers. We've seen the concept of playing in miniature or miniaturized versions of characters in so many video games that why not just fully explore the borrowers and all the concepts that they have in that story and all the scenes. And I think it would be super awesome. I think it could look great, play great, and it would be an awesome platformer. I'm actually a big fan of platformers. A lot of people are into first-person shooters. I like platformers, adventure, and RPG. And I don't know, I like different stuff. So yeah. Second one would be Lun Dun by China Miéville. He's actually an author I wish I would read a lot more of. And Lun Dun, I think the characters, it would be a great RPG, but an action RPG like Secret of Mana or Chrono Trigger or Xenogears, that you would constantly be moving. I think it would be cool. The characters are memorable. I think they've got great superpowers. I'm not going to spoil any of them. I honestly really recommend that you read that book if you like middle grade fantasy stories. Number 3, The Divine Comedy. I think it would be awesome to play as Dante and descend into hell, then purgatory, then heaven. I think that would make for a beautiful video game, and I'm amazed that they haven't done it at least right, or done it they probably did it like God of War fashion, if they did it, but I think it would make for a slow burn, beautiful video game. I think it would harken back to Eternal Darkness, if anyone played that from the GameCube. If you didn't, you should. Number 4, the Odyssey. The Odyssey, I think, would make a great video game. It's a great story. It's one of the most ancient stories, by the way. But I like it a hell of a lot more than the Iliad. And I think it would make it's just an awesome adventure. You know, all the things that they had to face, all the perils, all the dangers, all the boss fights. Imagine the boss fights of the Odyssey. And number 5, although a bit of a jumbly read, I did enjoy it a lot, and I think Neverwhere would make a great video game simply because of all the weird settings. Neverwhere is a really weird read by Neil Gaiman, but the settings, the train, I can just imagine the train. Apart from all the other settings, I think that would be like the highlight. It would rival the ghost train from Final Fantasy VI in terms of being epic. As for notable or honorable mentions, indie author Maricel Jimenez actually wrote The Adventures of Pixie Piper, and I think it would make a fun, younger adventure game. It's a very fun read, very light read. Highly recommended if you want something light and whimsical about fairies. Second honorable mention is Lone Wolf and Cub. A dark, really creative, always surprising read. I think this is one of those books that is, when I pick it up, I go every time, every story, it's like, wow, that was impressive. And the boss fights would be epic. I think the boss fights and the graphics and the style would all be epic. And the last honorable mention would be The Shadow over Innsmouth by H.P. Lovecraft. I would like a broody, dark, nightmarish video game based on that short story, and I think they could do a wonderful job. Again, Eternal Darkness, it was on GameCube. There's a lot of H.P. Lovecraft there, but if they went all in with The Shadow over Innsmouth, I think it could be something special. So those are my top 5 and honorable 3. As you can see, I love video games. Books that would make good video games. So until next time, peace, love, and maki rolls.